decision to decide not to continue.
But Advocate Batohi, you cannot say it's voluntary, because the whole trigger for this inquiry is your referral to the president in terms of a certain section of a statute that governs you. So we are here because of an act of parliament.
Understood.
We are not just here as a kangaroo court where one can say, no, I'm not going to participate. I've heard it and. But we are here because you took time to write a letter to the president and referred the conduct or whatever of Advocate Chauke. And the president then constituted this inquiry. And you came here to testify, to give your side of why we are here. So if you feel I don't want to be here, I'm walking out, doesn't that border on being disrespectful to this panel?
I didn't intend to be disrespectful, and I'm not walking out. All I'm saying is that I'm not prepared to continue testimony at this point, pending getting legal advice.
Advocate Batohi, when we adjourned for lunch, you did not request to be excused. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you were expected to come back after lunch like any other party that is here and participating in this inquiry.
That's correct.
And you then decided to inform the representatives of NPA that are present here that you are not coming back.
That's correct.
And true to what you had requested or what you have informed them of, when we resumed, you did not come back.
That is correct.
And you knew that we had resumed.
I had indicated to my counsel that that is what I will do. I was not going to come back. So I imagine that that would have been communicated to the panel.
And over the period, for the duration of this inquiry, any of the active participants in this inquiry would ask to be excused if the party or the participant would not be able to sit through the inquiry. To make an example, there's a time when Advocate Skosana left, there's a time when Advocate Hali left, there's a time when Mr. Mkabela left. In all those instances, they would have requested the inquiry to excuse them. It would be on application. Is it correct?
In my view, the circumstances are different, but you are correct.
They would leave after having been excused, or they would be absent after having been excused because they would have asked to be excused in advance.
That is what has happened. That's correct.
And you found it proper not to even come back when we resumed to ask to be excused?
In the circumstances which are important, I communicated through Karen to my counsel to inform the panel of what I'd decided. And that was out of respect. I didn't want to just disappear. But I remained in the building as well. I was in an office. And when I was asked to come back, I came back.
Had you not been requested to come back, would you have come back?
No.
Thank you.
May I now be excused, Chairperson?
Do you really seek our permission?
I do.
Because I want to ask you a quick question. You told your counsel, it's not like you are requesting him to make an application. You were telling him that you are not going to come back, correct?
That is correct.
Did counsel had a choice to say to you, not this way?
We didn't speak much. I told him that and he left.
Because you were telling him you're not seeking his counsel as your counsel.
I couldn't seek his counsel because I'm not allowed to speak to him. So I informed him that this is what I was going to do, and I was going to get legal advice, not from him, but legal advice.
Well, if you could not speak to him, couldn't you then wait and speak for yourself?
Chairperson, I wanted him to communicate that.
So he had no choice but just to tell us what you wanted or what you had decided, correct?
If you put it that way, then that's true. I suppose he had no
What?
choice. I don't know.
If I put it that way, is that how you answer?
I don't know if he had a choice or not, Chairperson.
You told him to tell us, not so.
Chairperson, I will not be shouted at here. I'm trying really to
You
help.
have been totally disrespectful to everybody here.
Well, I apologize then,
And we have been
Chairperson.
so patient with you,
It's not-
disrespecting almost everybody. And this has gone into the record. We've been so patient with you.
It's not the sense I get, but it's fine.
Well, the record will speak for itself.
Indeed.
It has spoken for itself. And today, you decided to be totally disrespectful to this hearing.
That was not my
Not only
intention.
to us, but to everybody here.
That was not my intention, Chairperson.
Well, everything has always been that not being your intention. But the fact speaks for itself. You've been disrespectful.
I apologize for that. It was not my
Advocate
intention.
Msamanyani?
May I suggest perhaps that my learned colleague, Advocate Ngugai Tobi, should also comment?
But I think in fairness, we need to know now with this posture, what is to happen to these proceedings? Because you decided to walk away. You are still under cross-examination. When do you intend to come back?
I have no idea. When I get legal advice, I will know what to do.
Are you making an application from where you are sitting to postpone the hearing sine die?
No, Chairperson, I'm not making any application.
You're just walking away.
I'm for now stopping my testimony pending legal advice.
And we don't know when you will be available to come back to testify?
That is correct, because I haven't yet got counsel. And if they need to read the record, it might take longer than, I don't know how long it will take.
I beg your pardon.
I have no idea how long it will take.
And being a very senior lawyer, you cannot even say, let's postpone to such and such a date, given the fact that you are under cross-examination, correct?
I would propose sometime next year, given that it's the 15th of December already.
Advocate Mutlamunyani, you had already said that Advocate Batohi will place whatever he plays on the record.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Advocate Batohi, I'm still cross-examining you. I just want to understand what you want to do. Are you prepared to answer further questions?
Not at this stage.
All right. So when will you be prepared to answer further questions?
After I get legal advice and I know what to do.
Just tell me something more about that. The Advocate Chauke is here because he's been brought here by you via the minister and via the president. And you have made no application for a postponement, but you are absconding from participating.
I'm not absconding. I need legal advice on.
Well, you may have
next
a
steps.
reason for the absconsion, but you are absconding because you are not prepared to answer further questions.
I am not absconding. I am, at this point, not continuing with my testimony pending legal advice.
No, yes, what I'm interested in, it was my turn to ask you questions. You answered questions for 3 weeks.
Chairperson, I'm not prepared to be cross-examined at this stage on this. That is my decision, and I'm not going to answer any further questions.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm asking you is, you will not answer questions from me, you won't answer questions from the panel, and I'm not here in my personal capacity, I'm here on behalf of Mr. Chauke. So you will not answer questions raised on behalf of Mr. Chauke either, correct?
I'm not answering any further questions.
Yes.
This is my last question that I'm going to answer, and I'd like to be excused.
Yes, well, the last time Advocate Batohi, somebody walked out of an inquiry, there were serious consequences, but I have no reason to give you legal advice. Thank you, Chair.
Advocate Mutlamunyani.
This puts everybody between a rock and a hard place. But may I make the following suggestion, and my learned colleagues will comment if necessary. Seeing that we had already made arrangements for Wednesday on a substantive application, my suggestion would be let's reconvene on Monday, on Wednesday, and deal with whatever issues have to be dealt with. For instance, the issue of how many witnesses each party intends to call, and